Fans of almost every genre have something to look forward to in the future, but seeing the sheer range of upcoming stealth titles is pretty surprising. From sequels in beloved franchises to remakes of timeless classics, immersive sims and sci-fi settings to dinosaurs and Japan, there's something for every kind of stealth fan. And yes, even for those who occasionally prefer to go loud. Check out 15 new standout stealth titles launching in 2025 and beyond. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Between the BT kaijus duking it out, whatever Higgs has going on, and all the deliveries, it's easy to forget that Death Stranding 2 on the beach features a robust stealth system. It's somewhat hard to notice between the increased gunplay, but you'll still have to carefully walk about areas infested with BTs and avoid getting caught. We're also hoping for more non-lethal options and witnessing how dynamic weather impacts strategies, like a sandstorm obscuring enemy detection radiuses. And regardless if the story makes as much sense as the original or not, you just know it's going to be a journey unlike any other when it launches on June 26th for PS5. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it.
With the original being so universally acclaimed, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater has a lot to live up to. Fortunately, Konami, supported by Ferocious, has the right idea, retaining the story and appeal while enhancing the visuals, introducing modern controls, revamping the camouflage interface, and adding quality of life features. Whether you're a fan of the series or not, Delta Snake Eater should be an incredible stealth experience when it launches on August 28th. Splinter Cell Remake. Snake isn't the only stealth icon making a comeback, as a remake of the original Splinter Cell is also in the works. We think. There haven't been too many updates, aside from reports last October that it's still in development. It's allegedly out in 2026, and though nothing is confirmed, revisiting Sam Fisher's classic adventures in the Snowdrop engine should be worth the wait. Project TH. Based on a webtoon, Project TH is as intriguing as it is mysterious. Inspired by various immersive sims, but also delivering extensive gunplay, it also features enraged, manipulated foes with relentless attacks. Of course, you'll face regular soldiers as well and have to rely on guerrilla tactics and traps to outsmart them. Project TH shows promise, so here's hoping it arrives sooner rather than later. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
This is the gate. Now to get to the other side.
Storytelling nitpicks aside, Assassin's Creed Shadows marks an evolution of the series' stealth-focused gameplay. Much of that is thanks to Nawe, an i.g.i shinobi who can grapple, flip off rooftops, cling to ceilings, and traverse underwater, all for the sake of assassinating her targets. Coupled with more extensive environmental destruction and ray-traced global illumination for improved lighting and shadows, it's a stealth game that's worth experiencing. Holm: The Stolen Dream. With 3 playable characters and a stunningly detailed early 1900s city, River End Games' isometric stealth title sets itself apart. Focusing on Hannah, who sets out to find her brother, players will encounter catastrophic events. Nothing that a little sneaking can't fix, and Holm's world building and narrative definitely intrigues us enough to comb its various mysteries. Jurassic Park Survival. Outside of assuring that everything announced is still in development, Saber Interactive hasn't offered many updates on Jurassic Park Survival. Players will have to outsmart various dinosaurs from traversing Isla Nublar, which includes familiar and new locations. It's allegedly taking some cues from Alien Isolation, though nothing is confirmed. Whatever the case, if it can replicate the tension of the first movie, Saber might have another winner on its hands. Little Nightmares 3. Speaking of lackluster updates, Supermassive Games' Little Nightmares 3 still does not have a release date after being delayed to 2025. Nevertheless, the prospect of traversing nowhere as low and alone, dodging all kinds of entities from the towering monster baby to the disturbingly agile supervisor, remains as endearing as ever. With cross-platform play and a friend's pass, which means only one person needs to own the game to play with another, it could very well be a compelling alternative to split fiction. Ferocious. Getting shipwrecked on an island in the Pacific and separated from your brother is bad enough, but also having to deal with dinosaurs? Well, that's the premise of Ferocious, where players must navigate this dangerous region, dealing with mercenaries and all kinds of aggressive creatures. While there's plenty of gunplay to be had, sneaking about and taking apart the enemy is arguably better. Monaco 2. The sequel to Pocket Watch Games' acclaimed co-op heist title, Monaco 2 offers stronger production values, new characters with different abilities that are switchable mid-mission, and trinkets to buff your abilities. Levels are still procedurally generated, resulting in hundreds of potential challenges, but you can now view their layouts in blueprint mode to plan the best approach. It's out on April 10th for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. Commandos Origins. Decades ago, Commandos were the de facto tactical squad-based strategy title. Commandos Origins may not command the same acclaim when it launches on April 9th, but reuniting with Jack O'Hara and the boys while undertaking over 10 nigh impossible missions still looks as fun as ever.
Coming right over.
Leverage each of their skill sets for the right amount of stealth and carnage solo, or engage in co-op with another player to coordinate your actions. Skin Deep. Quadrilateral cowboy developer Blendo Games is no stranger to bizarre scenarios, but Skin Deep feels like Die Hard in space. As frozen cargo in a ship boarded by space pirates, you quietly and calmly deal with the situation in only a way that makes sense. Sneak about, engage in subterfuge, destroy windows, and suck enemies out into space. There are many options to indulge in when Skin Deep launches on April 30th. IGI Origins. Project IGI is another OG stealth property that's been long overdue for a sequel. Granted, Origins is a prequel, but the mission remains the same. Traverse the globe, infiltrate locations with overwhelming adversity, and use stealth to calmly dismantle their plans. A guns-out approach is still viable, but taking advantage of your surroundings and countering their tactics while remaining unseen is the real appeal. Thick as Thieves. From the minds behind Thief and Deus Ex comes a PvEvP stealth title set in an alternate history 1910s metropolis. As an up-and-coming thief, you'll venture through the world, gradually building your reputation. It's easier said than done, with all the obstacles, bystanders, lock-picking, and rivals that are in your way. Observation and recognizing opportunities before executing your next heist is key, and Thick as Thieves could very well deliver a crime caper unlike many others. Ghost of Yotei. Now that Assassin's Creed Shadows is out, all attention is now on Ghost of Yotei, Sucker Punch Productions' long-awaited sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. With a new protagonist and greater control over the story, it's expected to expand on stealth and combat in brand new ways, beyond dual-wielding swords and leveraging firearms. It's out later this year for PS5, and we are absolutely stoked for new gameplay and details.
And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at Gaming Vault, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.